evening, beautiful people. Welcome to HQ Trivia. I'm Beric. Let's talk about Bond themes. Okay, maybe we did enough of that this afternoon. Let's talk about quizzing. We've got a cracker lined up for you tonight, and for many of you, it will be the gift that keeps on giving, because there'll be a surprise between questions 9 and 10. Even if you're eliminated at that point, stick around, and you could be rewarded. Okay, so as usual, we have 12 questions coming up, ranging from lemon squeezy to harder than a lemon that's got lots in the back of the fridge. Get all 12 right to win or split the prize, £1,000. Use an extra life on any question but the last one. All right, let's go straight to it. Here comes Q1. Cabin crew are typically associated with which form of transportation? Skateboards, aeroplanes, BMX bikes. Cabin, by the way, is one of those interesting words. It's pretty much the same in French, Spanish, German, Russian, Welsh, Turkish, Dutch, Croatian, Japanese, Gujarati. It's amazing. Anyway, you'll get sick on any of these forms of transportation, but which one also comes with a cabin crew? Making Tony Hawk look stuck on the ground, it's aeroplanes. Flying away with the first question, 119,000 of you. The world's first flight attendant was Heinrich Kubis, who not only served on the Hindenburg, but survived the disaster unharmed. Q2. Which of these means that someone or something is of the highest quality? Bees' knees, crocodile's tears, scorpion's sting. Highest quality, HQ, the highest quality quiz, of course. If you went for crocodile tears, then you're about to produce some real ones. Making no sense whatsoever, it's the bee's knees. Yes, and buzzing your way to success, tasting that sweet, sweet honey, 115,000 of you. Nobody knows where the phrase came from, could be a corruption of business or just some pleasant-sounding gibberish. So, we have another theme night coming up tomorrow. Sharon is hosting a science-themed quiz. It'll be pretty easy and lots of fun, so everyone is in with a shot at the prize. Tune in then. Meanwhile, hi to Sol playing in Durham, to Oliver Clark in Birmingham, happy birthday to Adam Pinder in Leeds, and finally, big respect to John Barry. Q3. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times, is a line from which book? A Tale of Two Cities, Jamie's 30-Minute Meals, The Highway Code. From a famous sentence which has 119 words in it. It describes my cooking attempts perfectly, but Jamie did not pen this pucker phrase. Distinctly Dickensian, it's from A Tale of Two Cities. Yes, what the dickens, 109,722 of you getting that one right. 2,751 thought it was the Highway Code, which just proves that nobody reads the Highway Code. The classic, set in the French Revolution, also contains It's a far, far better thing I do than I've ever done. Well, hopefully this will be a far, far better quiz than you have ever played. Q4. Which of the following is an international monthly magazine first published in France? Marie Claire, Marie Curie, Marie Antoinette. 3 Marys here. 1 Polish, 1 Austrian, 1 French. Marie Curie published plenty of papers, but we're after something glossier here. Photos and fashion tips, it's Marie Claire. Clearly the correct answer, 90,855 if you got it right. Marie Claire released its first issue in 1937, but didn't hit our shores till 41. Google Translate has really sped up since then. Q5. In Denmark, what does the term hygge mean? Coziness, blonde hair, wind energy. Ah, that lovely Danish phrase. It's really Norwegian. But the Danes have nailed it. It's become one of the top trending phrases, at least back in 2016 it was. The Danes have given us Lego and bacon, but what the hell is hygge? Calm and comfortable. It's a special type of coziness. Cozy up for the win, 54,654 of you. Yeah, most of you got that right. Hygge is a sophisticated coziness that promotes emotional well-being. It's tough to explain, but wonderful to experience. Q6. Which of these movies was inspired by a novel by Anne Fine? Free Willy, Home Alone, Mrs. Doubtfire. Yep, she's a Leicester lass with an OBE, fellow of the Royal Society of Literature, and she wrote a book called How to Write Really Badly. But don't let her humbleness fool you, Anne is a fantastic children's author. Leaping off the screen like it leapt off the page, it's Mrs. Doubtfire. Yes, help is on the way, dear, for 34,433 of you at least. The rest of you got it wrong. Robin Williams tested out this costume in public, and even his own son didn't recognize him till he started speaking. Q7. Which of these World Cup stars has played in all 4 top divisions of English football? Harry Kane, Jordan Pickford, Harry Maguire. Yeah, okay, so it didn't come home, but it did get a bit closer. 3 legendary Lions of this year's World Cup, but who spent some time in League Two? Everton's handball hero, it's Jordan Pickford. Yeah, he was my favourite player of the squad. 10,777 of you got that right. We lost all 2/3 of you there. Should we call that savage? Let's call it savage. That was pretty savage. But don't forget to stick around, even if you got eliminated there, because Magnet Mitts, we're going to have a prize between a surprise or a prize, depending on what happens, between Q9 and 10. So stay around. Magnet Mitts has represented England at all age levels, and we expect to see him doing it again in Qatar. Q8. Which artist earned a Grammy nomination for a Rolling Stones album cover? Andy Warhol, Roy Lichtenstein, Jeff Koons. Sgt. Pepper's also won the Grammy, and Radiohead's, In Colours, I think it was, In Rainbows rather. Yeah. Anyway, Roy was very passionate about music, but he didn't work on a single album cover. Getting 15 minutes of Grammy fame, it was Andy Warhol. Warhol, actually. 8,402 of you got that right. His cover, The Sticky Fingers, had a working zip, meaning you could unzip the jeans to see the model's pants. Well, hey, Q9. Why was a 90s Uruguayan movie disqualified after being nominated for a Best Foreign Film Oscar? Had been shown on TV, made in Argentina, plagiarism. Sad story of a good movie. If they disqualified films for plagiarism, they'd have nothing left to award. Getting wily with their whereabouts, it was made in Argentina. Yep, made in Argentina, the right answer. 3,781 of you got that right. Another mean question. We lost quite a lot of you, but like I said, stick around. A place in the world was firmly shown its place after it was discovered that Uruguay barely got involved at all. Now, I told you we had something special. Who is ready for a gift drop? When the chest appears on your screen, tap it and keep tapping. If you're lucky, there'll be a surprise for you. Ready, set, drop. Tap away. Keep tapping. Keep tapping. Tap like you're Fred Astaire. Tap like you're in 42nd Street. Tap, tap, tappity, tap, tap. How are you doing? Tap that box. Did you find an extra life inside? Some of you, about 1/3 of you, should have found an extra life. If you have, let us know. Tweet me up, tell me. Okay, onwards. Q10. Which of these apps was originally known as 2580? Deliveroo, Shazam, Instagram. 2580, 2,580, whatever you want to call it, which was called 2580. Now, 2 of these apps have had a name change, but Instagram used to be Bourbon. Working its music magic since 2002, though, it's Shazam. And Shazam, baby, because 2,716 of you have that right. Users used to dial 2580 on their phones, and then they'd hold it up to the music, and then Shazam! They'd receive a text with all the song info. Isn't that sweet? Text message. Remember those? Q11. Which of these Central American countries has the highest population? El Salvador, Honduras, Panama. Highest population. Now, 1,600 people will have been added to the world's population since this quiz began. Well, the world population is declining in speed slowly. The rate of change is decelerating. El Salvador may have the most dense population, but whose head count exceeds 9 million? The original banana republic, it's Honduras. The right answer was Honduras. 1,074 of you knew it. Okay, banana peels at the ready because we are slipping into the final round. 411 of you using extra lives to get back in. A few extra lives given out today. £1,000 on the table. Here it comes. Everything to play for. Q12. To save money in the 19th century, which word was used in telegrams to convey news of a bank robbery? Russet, slope, hemstitch. Russet, slope, or hemstitch. It was text speak of back in the day. The bank was already getting cleaned out, but what did they use to stop the telegram service robbing them too? When you had to pay by the letter, It might have been the cheapest, but sloke is not the cry for help we are looking for. Saving some pence, but making no sense. It's russet for the win. And 594 of you are going russet-coloured with your victoriousness. Well done. Nearly 600 winners in that roller coaster of a game with gifts galore. You are also, on top of possible extra lives, taking home £1.68 or £1.69. So huge well done to Stay Classy D. To Dan, the snug, I think that maybe some words got off there, but he's laying down in front of a bulldozer or some kind of farm machinery there. I don't know if it's in protest or, but just was a bit tired that day. But anyway, well done to you. Well done to Jack M94, to the Pazta. All of you, excellent work. Well done on your midweek trivia mastery. I'm Beric Livingstone. You can find my Twitter and Insta at Beric Living. Our main HQ account is at HQ Trivia UK. We have Sharon hosting our super fun science quiz tomorrow night. And meanwhile, we're back tomorrow at 3 p.m. for our regular game. Another £1,000 to play for. Hope to see you then. Meanwhile, have an amazing Wednesday night. Goodbye.